Good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Redbeard. It is a damn fine day to talk about some books. And today we are here for my June 2025 wrap up, where I show you what I read and kind of do it in order. Just my sound right there. Do it in order of least enjoyed to most enjoyed. Had a bit of a slow month, slower than normal. Got through 11 books. Most of that's because I had a week's beach vacation in there, and I don't read as much on the beach as, or on my vacations at least, as most people do, probably. I read a lot more in my normal day to day. So let's get right to it. I got a couple 5-star reads, a bunch of fours, bunch of threes. But remember, this is in order of least enjoyed to most enjoyed. And I know I've already caught some flack for this. I just did not love Huckleberry Finn. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I read this. I don't like it nearly as much as I like Tom Sawyer. To me, it was boring and sloggy. And I mean, I know it's an American classic, but this is 2025, and this is my party, and I'll cry if I want to. No, but seriously, I just didn't really like this. I kind of expected, I guess. I, I guess I always thought this was the better book of the two, of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, and I had never read Huckleberry Finn until this time, and I just didn't enjoy it. So somewhere in the 2-star range is Huckleberry Finn for me. It was okay. Um, right, I have no 1-star reads. I still really haven't figured out how to use that. Like for me, like if I finish a book, it's rarely 1 star. But I'm gonna try to get better at that because, whatever. Wonderland by Zolja Stage. This was high two. Enjoyed. I mean, it was somewhere between. I liked it and it was okay. I had some problems with the story on this one. I read Cover by Jack Ketchum. This was low 3 stars for me. Didn't really like the first 100 pages, but it kind of picked up. This is a story of a Vietnam vet that comes home and kind of goes out in the wilderness on his own with his dog and his little uh, pot plot where he's growing his pot, and 6 people come in there, and um, it, it's he's kind of living in this mid-range between flashbacks and reality, and he kills a bunch of them, for lack of a better way of putting it. But anyway, and then I got the remaking by Clay McLeod Chapman. This is my third Chapman read. It's my least favorite of the three I've done, but it was his first adult novel, I believe. I think before this he did a bunch of YA type stuff. So this one was low threes. I read Bright Dead Things Poems by Ada Limon. This one, my wife loved this book, and a lot of people 5-star loved this book. She's a poet laureate of the United States, I believe the 24th poet laureate of the United States. It just fell a bit flat for me. Like there was nothing in here that just knocked my socks off, but it did for my wife. Don't listen to me. There's people out there that are much smarter than I am that really, really loved this book. I love the title. That's a cool ass title. But yeah, it fell a little flat for me. And then, so that was 3 stars. Now we're in high three to low four. I read Awareness by Anthony DeMello. This is self growth, philosophy type stuff. And a lot of these books have been the same, kind of hitting on the same topics. Memento Mori, Seize the Day, things like that. This one kind of looks at things from a different perspective, though, that we are all asleep, and we need to wake up. And some of the stuff in there, really resonated with me. Some didn't, but one thing in here was he talked about everybody's concerned about it. Is there life after death? I mean, wars have been fought. Religion's built on is there life after death? And he's like, but is there life before death? Right? Anyway, I did Old Flames by Jack Ketchum. So, like I said, I went on a beach vacation, and I smartly just took a couple of these old leisure paperbacks, really good size print in these, but got through these two. I've read a bunch of Ketchum back in the day. I had not done these two. This one is 2 novellas. Old Flames is the first one, and the second one is Right to Life. And Old Flames is kind of a pretty nice love horror novel, and the other one is kind of like a anti um, or it depends on how you look at it, anti-abortion, but not really, like the author's not. But it's like a right-wing pro-life extremism gone to the next level. But yeah, this was a cool book. Low 4 stars. I read The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, and this one is productivity, creativity, self growth type thing. Really, really dug this one. I'm really, really trying to get back into my own creative stuff, my songwriting. Struggled a bit, a lot of resistance. This book tells you all about resistance and all about how to, get through those things. But anyway, and I read The Bird Eater by Anya Alborn. This is my seventh Alborn read. It's close to the top. It's not the top, but it's maybe my second favorite, third favorite at worst. But I really enjoyed this book, The Bird Eater by Anya Alborn. And that's 4.5 stars for that one. Now we're into 5 star reads. I read The Clan of the Cave Bear by Jean M. Auld. I read this 15 to 17 years ago doing the BBC's Top 100. It was on there. Not a lot of books on that list that I absolutely love. This was one of them. I mean, a lot of them were things like War and Peace and shit like that. But I did love this book back then. I still really, really liked it. I mean, I thought about 4 stars on this, so I guess I liked it maybe a little bit less on second read, but I still gave it a 5 star rating. Just a really, really cool story that transports you back into like early Earth, like Ice Age, Neanderthal type time. So for me, it reads a lot like I don't know, like a Lord of the Rings or something. I mean, that's what I thought about when I read it the first time. Was how I felt the same way about Watership Down. How, kind of a different angle, but that type of adventure, but transported into this new, well-defined, easily accessible world. So, and I don't do a lot of fantasy. So anyway, but really, really great book. Really, really good world building. I love the character Ayla. A lot of themes of women power and stuff like that in an ancient race that, just like modern days, tries to keep their thumb, I guess, on the women even back then. So, and then my top book of the month was the Pulitzer winning All the Light We Cannot See. This is my 11th Pulitzer read. Again, I'm trying to do them all. Started with 2024 and worked my way back. This is, I want to say 2014. I think that's right. The next one I've got is Donna Tartt's The Goldfinch, which was 2013. But I've also got to now do 2025's James by Percival Everett, which is going to be odd because I just did Huckleberry Finn and didn't love it. But I hear that this book is far, far. I mean, I don't want to say far superior to Mark Twain, but I just didn't. Whatever. I'm not going back there. But All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr was 5 stars, and it was my favorite book of the month. But the funny thing is it's not my favorite Pulitzer that I've done. Like I said, I've done 11. 3 of them I've given 5 stars to. The Overstory by Richard Powers, Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, and now this one. And I think that this is my third favorite, but I still really, really like this book, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. That's it. This is Well Red Beard. That's my June 2025 wrap up. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying all your books. They're everywhere in here. All your books as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.